Good afternoon. My name is Raphael Ezra. I'm from 1SA03, and for today I will be doing the English assignment, speaking assignment for the 6th week. So, the most challenging English word I've ever learned and how I remember it. So, if I had to pick one, since the word here doesn't include an S, it would be supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I know it sounds crazy, but it's an actual word. Believe it or not, let that sink in. Um, what? How did I learn that? Like, where do I found this this complicated word? Well, it's by a friend. A friend told me about this word, and he challenged me to spell it. That's an actual word. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I was just, I don't know, I was stunned. I, that's an actual word. It basically means spectacular, amazing, and those stuff. It's the synonym of those stuff, but except it's just very complicated version of it. It's just like you put random stuff together in and make it into one word. So how I remember it is, well, it's just by challenging myself, I guess. So when my friend introduced me to this new word, I um I just became confused at first, and sooner or later, I began challenging myself. I just keep repeating to pronounce the word, and until I can just spell it fluently like that. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even then, I'm still stuttering, but you get the point. How I remember it is just by challenging myself to, you know, to pronounce it, and that just makes me remember automatically. So for the second question is how social media helps me practice English. So this is a good question. Why? Because how I um how I am good at English is just by watching English stuff like cartoons. For example, I watch Adventure Time, Regular Show. What else? Gumball. I also play games that are in English. And in all those stuff that I mentioned, every single every single one of them always had a fandom. So what is a fandom? Fandom is basically a fan base of something that people like. So, for example, back then I loved Five Nights at Freddy's. So, just because I liked Five Nights at Freddy, I was introduced to a smartphone when I was in elementary school. It was back in second grade or third grade. I found out about Instagram and YouTube and everything, and I became attached to it. I just loved it. Watching YouTubers, like Markiplier, Corey Kenshin, Jacksepticeye, and Dan TDM, you name it. So I love watching them, and I realized they have their own fan base too, and I just sort of connect with them. I can speak with them in English just as much as I like. Why? Because they are foreigners. They are native speakers, and I love talking to them. But I didn't intentionally want to practice my English. It's just that I was just still a kid. It's just sort of connect. It just sort of happened. I just like speaking with them, but I didn't mean to practice my English. But I guess that helps me. That is how social media helps me practice English from Instagram. I also made friends in Instagram and in the fandom. I made friends with them, and I love doing role playing. I love role playing with them from role playing in Instagram or Discord, and also I love role playing in a game like Pixel Gun 3D in English, of course. That just sort of happened. I guess I just enhance my English skills unknowingly because I just love speaking with them. I meet friends with them because, well, they are native speakers. All of them are, well, mostly of my friends are Americans or British, but there's also some Asian people that can speak English as fluent as me or even more. And yeah, I just love speaking with them, and I just increase my skill in English um just by doing that because I like it. So the third one is, if I could star in an English movie, what role would I play? So as I mentioned before, I love watching Western movies, and particularly I love watching war movies. War movies like Black Hawk Down, Saving Private Ryan, and what else? What else? Windstalkers, We Were Soldiers, Full Metal Jacket. All war films or movies that I like. Um, if I could role in a movie, I would like to be a soldier in that movie. It seems very fun and to act like a soldier in a movie. I've always I've always dreamed about becoming a soldier, but also playing as a soldier in the movie, just like in Black Hawk Down, Band of Brothers. You know what I'm saying? Well, Band of Brothers is not a movie, but you get the point. I wanted to become a soldier in the movie, in a movie. I don't care if I was being casted as a background soldier or a main character soldier or a soldier in the main squad in the main characters, among the main characters, like the side characters. I would really love playing that kind of role in an English movie. I would like to become a soldier in the English movie. Man, it's been like my childhood fantasy to become one. So yeah, I guess the role that I would play in an English movie is a soldier. So I guess that's it for today. Thank you.